Is it necessary to call your sponsor every day? That's what I want to talk about. My name is Terry G. This is an alcohol-free life channel. If you could take a second, please subscribe, take another second and hit that like button. You know, when I first came into the program, like I said in my earlier video, people were always saying get a sponsor. And let me tell you something. I felt very overwhelmed and very fearful and insecure about getting a sponsor. And I would ask people who I thought would make good sponsors for me. And they would, you know, they'd give the list of rules, you know, the good old rules, right? You need to go to meetings, you need to get active. And the one I couldn't stand the most was the last one usually. You need to call me every day. And I thought that in order to get sober, you need to call your sponsor every day. But long and short of it, no, you don't. You don't need to call your sponsor every day. If you enjoy your sponsor, your friendship with them just accelerates rapidly and you feel really comfortable and you want to call them every day, by all means. But your sobriety, there's nowhere written that you have to call them every day in order to get sober. There isn't. For me, when it comes to sponsees, I have learned over the years that, you know, simple and easy and open-mindedness usually gets me more results. And let me tell you what I do. All I say to my sponsees is this: it's your program, it's your life. If you want me to help you with the steps or the traditions or any other difficulties that you're having in your life, when it comes to this, you know, your alcoholism, by all means, call me and we'll chat about it. No pressure, no expectation, nothing. And the reason I do that is very simple. No one put a gun to my head to drink. Nobody did. And nobody is going to put a gun to my head to do anything in Alcoholics Anonymous. I was really defiant, I was afraid, and I was hurt. So somebody just saying something general to me really was an opening statement that I could grasp. And that's the way my sponsor handled it when it came to me. Very open-minded, very open, welcoming, but no expectations. Because it's a big deal to get sober. It's a big deal when you meet somebody new in the program and you have to call them every day in order to get sober. The answer is no. Call them when you want, call them once a week, whatever you need to do. But call them, test the waters, test the waters. My sponsor this day, sometimes I call him 2 or 3 times a day when I'm having difficulties. But that took years and years to get to that point. But at the start, I wouldn't call him that often. But over time, I got more comfortable and I learned that I need to call him just, to talk me off the cliff, for lesser words. The phone itself weighed about 20 pounds to lift the phone to call my sponsor. It really did. But over time it worked. Having a sponsor is a very intricate part of your sobriety. It really is, because I know it is, because it is mine. But do you need to call them all the time? No, you don't. Can you call them all the time? Yes, you can. But for myself, I have no rules when it comes to sponsoring. Only I say it's your life. It's your program. The way you work it is okay with me, and I will help you along, because I don't want to be the ruler or the authoritative figure in that person's life. I want to be the person that stands behind them and understands that what they're doing is they're doing it for themselves and they're thinking for themselves. That's more important for me, to create an individual that, you know, can rely on themselves and in the program. You know, the old saying is, right? Teach somebody to fish, give somebody a fish and you feed them for a day, teach them how to fish, and they feed themselves for the rest of their lives. That's kind of the way I do it when it comes to sponsoring. So that's all I have to say about the phone call business. But, you know, there's people out there that you probably meet and, you know, that don't really sponsor, but they're friends of yours. You can always call them too, right? But remember that alcoholism is the disease of isolation. So because you're not calling them, maybe because you feel more comfortable being isolated. But I could go on and on about it, okay? My name is Terry G. This is an alcohol-free life channel where we're learning to live sober one day at a time. You can take a second, please subscribe. Take another second and hit that like button. Ciao for now. God bless. And I'll see you next week, okay? Bye.